Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We have a Diamond 1 tanking VOD today. They say, I'm getting close to GM for the first time since Season 1. I want to know what I could do to improve to stay afloat in the GM rank as the tank. Trying to learn how to identify push and pull better since I know I'm not supposed to try to chase kills as a tank. However, it's easier said than done to break bad habits. Nice. I like where your head's at. So let's go check it out. Let's see what we can do. I see we're playing Venom. We got dive. Push and pull as a dive tank is a lot harder to see because when you're playing a main tank, you have everything in front of you. Okay, love it. Ace. Okay, we've already lost one. We got runes out, but we're down one. Okay, so I need to make something clear just before we get going. I know we've done a VOD review before. Wait, I thought we lost one. Right? Color's always messing up. Hang on. Did we get a pick or did we lose one? We get a pick. Oh, perfect. Okay. So far, so good. Oh! Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out! Yikes. Okay. Okay, now we're still up. Good. Went in a bit prematurely there. I think a better team is probably going to just kill us for this. We don't have our swing until the last second. We have almost no health. We don't have any of our other cooldowns. I just wait. If anything, you can actually just stand up here and like do damage. But be really careful with this. A better team might kill you for that. Like if you want to stay in GM, especially high GM, you need to cut out the small mistakes because the people that you're playing against will punish you for those small mistakes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why did we... What?
A little help, please.
Okay, so far we're the only habit I'm picking up on is you just like have no respect for your health bar. So you got to make sure that you're paying attention to this. Right? Especially if you don't have E. Like this needs to be ingrained in your brain if you're playing tank, especially a dive tank where it's like this basically just dictates what you can and can't do. So you climb out and you're like, all right, just take a second. Do I have health? No. Do I have my E? No. Do I have my F and shift? Yes, but they have a thing and I don't have much health. So they could kill me before it gets off or while I'm swinging. And they have an invis so she can pull me in, right? So yeah, you gotta play your life here. Even with your ult, because you can get killed out of your ult. I've seen it happen. It happens. Oh! You have 5 people. You have 5 people who want to help you, who want to get kills. Like, look how low this thing is. And then he lives. You gotta just wait. You're so impatient. Alright. Great for your team. All right, we pay attention. Good.
Better stop that vehicle.
Hopefully you're gonna do the good thing.
Stop them.
Okay, I just want you to take a second. You're doing a good job of like not just diving in straight away because you're actually looking at the enemies. You waited, but take 1 extra second to turn around and looking. Because your team is way over here. You need to make sure. Because if I'm playing with you, right? If I'm your, I don't know, Deadpool, right? If I'm your tank, I'm way up here already with you, closer, which is going to pull your whole team there. Fortunately, you're in Diamond, and so your team is really prioritizing 3 on cart for some weird reason, right? That is information you need to know. You need to know if my team is on cart, and you didn't look. So just take a second and like look around and double check. Just like, okay, my team is farther back, so I have to not engage as far, or I'm not going to have as much support as I normally would if they were up close, right? That's like informed decision making. Okay, now they have a Bucky. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no, we're dead. Okay, we can build out. You don't see your teammates do. Yeah, nice. Very true.
There you are, you cheeky kid. Better stop that vehicle.
All right, so people are pointing out in chat there's some Venom tech here that we'll explain real quickly, especially because I don't really play Venom, so there are better guides. But what you want to have ideally is you want to be able to access both easy swing or like simple swing and regular swing, right? And then you want to figure out when you want to use both of those. The easy swing is really nice for a quick escape because you don't have to look and then grab and then go. But you also want to, if you have time, to be able to choose where you want to go, right? So you want to be able to have both. Once again, though, even without that, we just didn't take a second to look. Like, we're looking here. We see, okay, there's a Thor, there's some other people, but we didn't look behind us. Like, the cart is way over here, and our team is bad, so they're standing on the cart. And, like, we can't control them. Obviously, I can't go over there and tell them. I can't take control of their keyboards and have them walk forward. That's just not realistic. So what you have to do as a dive tank is be like, okay, if my team is going to play like that, I have to adjust my play style. And, like, my team just can't take advantage of what we're doing in the backfield. Luckily, we get the kill anyway because the Loki's terrible, but that's not going to happen in GM. You're getting value here because people are bad, not because you're making good plays.
I'm trying to help now or never. Stop them. A little help, please. Dinner time, love.
All right. So once again, if we look back, our team isn't fully ready. This actually isn't too bad. Not bad. The next thing is, yeah. So there's the ult combo. Basically the ult combo is you climb up, right? You jump down with F. Right when you splash, you right click. And then you do 2 left clicks. When the 2 left clicks ends, then you ult and immediately pop it, right? And if you do all of that in quick succession, you get a big chunk of damage immediately. And it's way more effective. So definitely, this is time where we have to look into combos and knowing that stuff. There's also melee weaving, which is where you do a left click and then you weave in a quick melee. You see this with a lot of characters, like Groot, Venom, kind of Angela, but Angela's first. But stuff like that. Magic. It's really helpful to get extra damage on solo targets. The next thing is when you're trying to plan your ult, you have to think of like things that counter your ult and try to work around it. So they have a Loki, they have triple support. Now any one of these could have ult. We know that none of them do, but the other thing you have to worry about is Loki runes, right? I wanted to point this out at the very beginning of the game, and that's understanding like what value you can get without getting kills. One of the best values you can get is forcing out support cooldowns, right? If you force the Jeff to use all of his bubbles, that's good. If you force the Invis to use her push or her self shield, also great. If you force Loki to get out his runes, that's like the best thing you could do, because that's literally a mini ult, right? So if you actually stay here and you just do enough damage first to get the Loki runes out, then you ult, right? But not bad. Those are things to kind of think about, I suppose. That was a pretty high level thing here. Here, this Thor has full health, and you're trying to get the health pack. In this scenario, you want to stop doing damage, get the health pack, and then do damage. But I'm pretty sure, if we watch this in slow motion, I think you do just enough damage to him to where he gets the health pack. Is that true? Or do you get it? I think you get it. You do get it. Okay, but be careful. Okay. Just something to be careful of. Yeah, he had just enough shield. There's the melee weave. Okay. Good stuff, bro. Nice. Okay, good. All right, so the situation has changed quite a bit. Now they have triple support, they have Bucky, they have Thor, right? So they have a lot of sustain and anti-dive. So now you have to change your mindset from before you were like, I'm going to go kill the Loki. And then you killed the Loki. It was fine. I'm going to go kill, I don't know, you killed another support. You picked off the DPS, right? But now that they have triple support, your ability to actually get a kill is going to be significantly reduced. It's still possible, but it's very unlikely. So now your game plan should shift to eating up abilities like we talked about and pulling resources, and then you divert those resources towards you and away from your team at the perfect time to where your team can take advantage of that and push forward. I'm hoping that's what we see here. Okay. Hey, if Thor's out here, he's not on your team. Granted, he's one of the worst characters to take a 1v1 against right now. Oh, we're walking the wrong way. Oh, we gotta get out. That is not what you want to see. Scary. Yeah, this is again, it's just respect, right? As I was saying, like Thor is one of the worst characters to fight one on time. Like he does so much damage. He's so hard to kill. There's almost no characters in the game that I would rather like not fight than a Thor. And like Punisher shotgun at close range, Thor, Bucky maybe. Like it's up there. So we just don't respect him. Not only do we not like back off, we actually make it even worse and like go into their team where we're likely to get pulled by Invis, we get popped by Jeff, we get pushed by Mag, we get canceled by Thor, we get, like hooked by Bucky. Yeah, this is just not good recognition. Emma. That's true. So here's a great example of like, if you do the combo here, See if we did it actually. 1, 2, 3. Pretty sure, yeah, if you do the combo here, Bucky dies.
What am I? Invisible?
Okay, time to get out. 3, 2, 1, get out. Oh, we're dead. Yeah. Oh, now we're on mag. Okay.
You stop them in their tracks. You shall not be harmed.
Unfortunate. Okay. Now let's just poke for a little bit. We want to get our cloak ult and we want to get our mag ult. Like that. Nice. Oh.
Only 60 seconds left.
Your attacks are useless. You'll be more careful next time. It seems we have company.
Your power is on mine!
So we definitely don't want to overlap our abilities, right? So here we use both bubble and shield at the exact same time. The shield doesn't actually protect against melee damage, so it doesn't even help against there. And I mean, I guess the Jeff is shooting, but this is a really bad habit because you only have 2 defenses. If you split those up, you live longer. I'm also not sure how much mag advice you want. It seems like you're not really a mag player. You're just trying to fill because Venom wasn't working.
The final 10 seconds. You stop them in their tracks.
Bro, you can't get in? Oh my Lance, I've never seen that before. No.
Behold the god of thunder!
Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so bad. This is probably the worst portal I've ever seen. Okay. All right, let's see how we do on this. Oh, that's insanity.
2.
I too am a son of Odin.
That's what I was thinking, Hollow. Like, you kind of have to. Well, okay. This is really bad. First of all, we're 10 seconds behind. We need to already be down here. This is not good. If you're, like, distracted, try not to play comp. Because things like this in Celestial is enough to lose you a game. In upper GM, it might be enough to lose you a game. Nice. Hey, what's up?
Shall not be harmed.
A shield? Oh, one up.
I feel like we're just too passive. So what I want you to do here is I want you to go watch like flats or just go watch, let's see, rivalsmeta.com. If you go to rivalsmeta.com, click characters, go down to mag, right? Go down to mag, and then just find one who actually plays mag, right? Don't get a game that's like, because it'll show it by person, right? Let me see. Why is it not in alphabetical order? So frustrating. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you click on the character, then you click leaderboard. and then scroll down, and you can see on the right side, it'll tell you how many games they have and how many hours, right? Don't pick one that has like 2. Pick one that has a lot of games for this season, and go find one that's 1 rank above you, and then watch one of their wins and see how they play, and then watch another one that's 2 ranks above you. And I don't mean, because right now you're Diamond 1, so I don't mean GM3, I mean GM1, right? And then Celestial 1. And I watch their full VOD and see how they play. Because right here, what I'm noticing is it feels like you're so defensive. You don't have a good control of like your character and how you can play space. A lot of the times with Mag, it should feel from the enemy's perspective like a Bucky being right next to a Mag should be scared. Okay? It should be scary because Mag can do a lot of damage up close. It feels like we're just like relying on our like really far range because we don't have the confidence to hit our shots. And if that's the case, like we either need to not play Mag, not Phil, and find a different tank that we actually like vibe with, or really put in time to like get comfortable with Mag. I like your target priority here though. This isn't enough bubble.
You need not fear.
This bubble. What's the plan? What's the plan? What's the plan? No plan. Oh. Yeah, we just like lose sight of everything. A lot of what's it felt like the plan was Jeff, but then we're kind of, it's too late for this, and then we realize that way too late. And this comes with like just experience with the character. The next thing is this whole fight, it feels like we're splitting our attention between a lot of different things. Especially when you're playing Mag, you can do a lot of damage, but if you split that damage up between everybody, it's basically worthless. So just get good at picking one person. It doesn't matter if it's a tank, a support, or a DPS. Just pick one and do a lot of damage to that person. Once you get really good at it, with Mag specifically, of following this character through a fight, then we can talk about, like, I should probably be fighting a support or a DPS who's being aggressive, right? But we split our damage between, like, everybody. Unfortunate.
Rebirth is a mutant's greatest.
Back to Venom. Back on comfort zone.
Help get that vehicle to its destination. Just embrace the light.
Yeah, so just yeah, don't fight Thor 1v1. He's so busted. You don't have your E. You're gonna get hooked and killed. No, you're so impatient. You gotta have your cooldowns. No. Oh, and then we're back to Mag. Okay, so a lot of people, when they play Mag, they're like, well, this is Mag jail. If I'm going to tank my tank, they need a front line. I wouldn't recommend Mag. I'd rather you play Emma. Emma is so much easier to get value on because you can literally just charge up your primary fire, get it to 100 off the enemy tank, and then just start shooting supports, and you just like melt them, right? But yeah, if you're going to play Mag, Mag is fine, but you really have to like actually put in time with his left click to like really get comfortable with it and actually be able to make plays, like play aggressively with this character. So when we're talking about that, the next thing you need to know is the combo for mag. It's left click, right click, left click. So you cancel the animations of your left click and your right click with each other, and you can like demolish people. That's an insult.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
You need not fear. I feel like myself again. Your god is suffering. Behold the god of thunder!
So when you're playing mag, you have to decide who gets to live and who gets to die. Now in this scenario, you have a Thor in your backline. You have to pick, especially since our tank pool is holding the front line, right? We can leave our tank pool to the front line, turn around and be like, all right, I got to pick one of these two people for them to live. And then we don't pick either, unfortunately. Now you're not going to have it for later. It doesn't really do anything.
You need not fear. You have my gratitude.
See, it'd be really nice to have your mag ult. Oh,
You are under my protection. You cannot hurt me. Much better.
I'm not in control.
I see your message. I'll get to you in a second. I think this is almost over. Great. As a whole, do you think Rivals Heroes suffer from having too low a skill floor when compared to Overwatch? No, I wouldn't say that. I think there's plenty of low skill floor characters in Marvel Rivals. I think the problem is the ratio of low skill floor to value gained, right? Like, you can pick, a lot of people say, and be careful with my words here. You can pick Penny. Penny has a very low skill floor and gets a lot of easy value for people who are bad at the game. Does that mean Penny's an easy character? No, absolutely not. She's one of the hardest characters in the game to get actual value out of. But I think there's also a thing with Marvel Rivals that's different from Overwatch is Marvel Rivals attracts people who are fans of Rivals. Overwatch has been a game for 10 years, right? So the player base is just vastly different. Like, when I play Overwatch, I'm not very good. And I have a lot of Overwatch knowledge. When I play Rivals, I'm very good. I have a lot of Rivals knowledge. But my difference in comparison to the player base is so high because I have all these built-in fundamentals. So,
Your powers are mine! Disappear! Shields up!
I don't know if that fully answers your question. I should probably get back to the thing.
Alright, Ty. Now we really have to attack behind you.
Bring on the chaos.
Shields up. Just embrace the light.
Yeah.
I feel like myself again.
All good points, Churro.
Be more careful next time.
Cheers, mate!
Get that vehicle moving again.
Dinner time, love!
Armed and dangerous.
Sure, I'll take the shield.
Too late. It's too late. Don't ult. Don't ult. Don't ult. Don't ult.
You
That's bad. We double support ulted. Now, if I'm playing Mag, I'm like, okay, I have to actually hit my ult, or else we lose. This is actually so important. Their Loki is gonna have ult, and you have to kill it. Oh, we might not even live. Okay, your shield actually does block that. I believe so. Oh, we're dead.
Only 60 seconds left.
Yeah, people think of Mag as this like passive character. No! No, we need this for the Loki ult. This is the one thing. Oh, people think of Mag as this like passive character in neutral, and then this really active character in ult for some reason. But his ult is like more passive, reactive, and his neutral is way more active. Oh no! It's just getting blocked. Bubbler, bubbler, bubbler if you can. It'd be really nice to have a Mag ult. There she is. Or for that, or oh. The next thing is when you do use Mag, it's way easier to use his ult to hit people if you're low to the ground. So you want to like, you don't want to get up top and like Kobe from, you know, the 3-point line. You want to get onto their face and like dunk over them. You want to be low to the ground.
30 seconds.
Armed and dangerous. Again.
Yeah, that ult literally lost you guys a game. Okay, so there's a lot there. With your Venom, you're really impatient. You got to make sure you have your cooldowns before you go in. And then with Mag, you have to decide, I'm either going to put in a bunch of time and learn Mag real, or I'm not going to play Mag. Like, this is going to be a super unpopular opinion, but if I'm playing the game, I would rather have a tank who's playing somebody that they know and they're trying to do it in a different way, rather than playing a tank that they just think our team wants. So if people are yelling at you to get on Mag, but you don't have fun on Mag, you don't really know the character too well, just mute them and play the thing, right? So just stay with it. Like, try to adjust your playstyle rather than your character, unless you have another character that you really enjoy playing and are good at, if that makes sense. You're very rarely going to get value out of a character you don't know. I agree. So anyway, that's it for this VOD review. I hope this helps. Thank you so much for submitting it. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless. And catch you in the next one. Bye.